like a buttercup. You're a Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall. Won't stop till I get enough.
Hey there, ready for a deep dive into the future?
I'm ready.
Okay, awesome. Today, we are going to be looking at the top 10 AI and machine learning trends for 2024. And our guide for this deep dive is this super interesting Tech Target article. It kind of takes us past all the ChatGPT hype we have been seeing and into some really interesting developments,
Right.
which could change how we work and how we live.
Absolutely.
We're talking about AI that understands more than just words, AI that can make decisions on its own, and how this powerful technology is becoming available to almost everyone.
Yeah, it's fascinating to see how this field is maturing,
Yeah.
beyond just generating text. This article highlights how AI is becoming more integrated into our lives in ways that we might not even realize.
Yeah, and so let's start with this concept of multimodal AI. I think the article uses a really good example, taking a picture of your fridge and having AI suggest recipes based on what it sees. So it's not just understanding the image, but connecting it to another function, like finding recipes. That's pretty impressive.
It is.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, that kind of capability could be applied to so many things. Imagine a world where someone with, zero design experience could just create a website just by describing what they want to an AI. And that AI understands both the description and visual elements.
So instead of needing to learn complex coding or design software, you can basically communicate your ideas to AI and get results. That could be a game changer for a lot of people.
Absolutely, yeah. And it goes beyond just making things easier, right? It's about AI understanding the world more like how we do. By processing different types of information, text, image, sounds, it can just learn and adapt more effectively.
And that brings us to another trend that's straight out of science fiction, honestly, agentic AI. This is AI that doesn't just follow instructions, but actually sets its own goals and takes action. Did you see that example in the article about AI monitoring forests and preventing wildfires?
Yeah, it's remarkable how AI is moving from, reactive to proactive. This shift to agentic AI means we're not just programming responses, we're building systems. Systems that can identify problems and come up with solutions independently. There's this prominent computer scientist, Peter Norvig. He predicts that these AI agents will become increasingly integrated into our daily lives, helping us with everything from making reservations to planning trips.
Oh, wow. I mean, it makes you wonder what that would be like, having an assistant that could take care of all those little tasks that take up so much of our time. But I also wonder about the control aspect. If AI is setting its own goals, how do we make sure those goals align with ours?
Yeah, that's a really crucial point. As AI agents become more autonomous, the question of ethics and alignment just becomes central. How do we ensure they operate within the boundaries we set, right?
Yeah.
Especially as they become more capable of learning and adapting.
Right, and this idea of AI becoming more accessible is another big trend. Open source AI. It's like opening up the recipe book so anyone can use and build upon these powerful technologies.
Yeah, and the article highlights just how quickly this is happening too. In 2023 alone, powerful models like Meta's Llama 2 and Mistral AI's Mixtral models, they were released through open source channels. This is democratizing AI development, giving smaller companies and individuals the tools to, innovate and compete with the big players.
Yeah, it's exciting to think about the potential for innovation when you remove those barriers to entry, but couldn't that also lead to misuse?
It's a double-edged sword, definitely. Wider access to powerful AI technology means more people can utilize it for good, but it also opens up the possibility of malicious actors using it for harmful purposes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this makes governance and ethical considerations even more critical in the open source AI space.
For sure. One of the challenges with AI that's been making headlines is the issue of hallucinations. When AI generates information that's just plain wrong, it seems like businesses, especially, would have a hard time relying on AI if it can't distinguish fact from fiction.
Yeah, the impact of hallucinations could be really significant, especially when businesses are using AI for critical decision making. However, the article highlights an emerging solution called retrieval augmented generation, or R. Instead of solely relying on its internal knowledge, RAG allows AI to access and utilize external information, basically giving it the ability to fact-check itself.
So it's like having a research librarian built right into the AI, helping it stay grounded in reality. Have there been any notable examples of RAG being successfully implemented?
Yeah, there are some exciting developments happening with RAG in various sectors, including customer service and research. For example, some companies are integrating RAG into their chatbot systems to provide more accurate and relevant information to customers. leading to improved customer satisfaction and efficiency.
That's really interesting. Now, while everyone's been talking about these massive language models, it seems like businesses are starting to realize that a one-size-fits-all approach might not be the best solution. The article calls this trend customized enterprise AI.
Yeah, it seems the initial fascination with large language models like ChatGPT, it's giving way to a more pragmatic approach.
Sure.
Businesses are recognizing that smaller, specialized AI models, tailored to their specific needs and data sets, can actually be more efficient and cost-effective.
Could you elaborate on what that customization looks like in practice? How do companies go about creating these specialized AI models?
There's a couple of approaches. Some companies choose to modify existing models, essentially fine-tuning them to perform specific tasks using their own data. Others opt to build models from scratch, training them on data sets that are highly relevant to their business operations. For example, a company like Workday, which specializes in human resources software. They might train an AI model on its vast database of employee information to create a customized solution for managing payroll or talent acquisition.
So it's about focusing AI on solving specific business problems, rather than trying to create a jack-of-all-trades solution.
Exactly. It's about finding the right tool for the job. And this targeted approach can lead to more accurate results, lower costs, and a better fit with existing workflows.
With all this incredible AI technology emerging, it makes you wonder who's going to build and manage it all. The article points to a growing demand for AI talent, especially those with skills in MLOps. Could you explain what that is?
So MLOps stands for machine learning operations. It's essentially the discipline of managing the entire lifecycle of a machine learning model, from development and deployment to maintenance and monitoring. As businesses become more reliant on AI, the need for skilled professionals who can build, manage, and scale these systems, it's only going to increase.
So it's not just about having data scientists who can create algorithms, it's about having the operational expertise to integrate AI into real-world business processes.
Precisely. And as the field continues to evolve, the demand for these specialized skills will likely outpace the supply, making it a lucrative and in-demand career path for those interested in the intersection of technology and business.
Now let's talk about a trend that could potentially send chills down the spines of IT departments. Shadow AI.
Yeah, shadow AI refers to the use of AI within organizations without the knowledge or approval of IT departments. Essentially, it's employees taking matters into their own hands, experimenting with the latest AI tools and platforms without going through official channels.
So you've got employees eager to leverage the power of AI, but potentially bypassing security protocols and data governance policies in the process. That sounds like a recipe for chaos.
It certainly presents challenges. While this experimentation can be a sign of, enthusiasm and initiative, it also creates risks. Think about the potential for data leaks, unauthorized access to sensitive information, or even integration with systems that haven't been properly vetted for security.
It highlights the need for clear communication and collaboration between departments. IT needs to be aware of what employees are doing and provide guidance and support, while employees need to understand the importance of following established procedures.
Absolutely. Striking that balance between fostering innovation and maintaining control is crucial for organizations navigating the rapidly evolving AI landscape.
We've been talking about all the exciting possibilities of AI, but the article also points to a bit of a reality check happening in the field. It seems like the initial hype might be fading as businesses grapple with the challenges of implementing AI in the real world.
Yeah, you're right. The early exuberance surrounding AI is giving way to a more grounded understanding of its capabilities and limitations. Organizations are starting to realize that AI is not a magic bullet, and that successful implementation requires careful planning, realistic expectations, and a clear alignment with business goals.
So it's not just about adopting the latest and greatest AI tools. It's about strategically applying them to solve real business problems. The article quotes someone from Deloitte saying that if you have loose use cases that are not clearly defined, that's probably what's going to hold you up the most.
Yeah, that's a great point. It emphasizes the importance of strategic alignment when it comes to AI adoption. Businesses need to be crystal clear about what they want to achieve with AI and how it fits into their overall strategy. Simply chasing the latest trends without a well-defined purpose is likely to lead to frustration and disappointing results.
And as AI becomes increasingly powerful, the ethical implications and security risks become even more pronounced. This brings us to the next trend we need to discuss.
Yeah, it's interesting to consider how these trends might play out in different industries. For example, in healthcare, we've talked about multimodal AI helping with diagnoses. But the potential of agentic AI in this field is really intriguing. Could you imagine AI agents assisting doctors during surgery?
Wow, it sounds like something out of a futuristic medical drama. What would that even look like in practice?
Imagine an AI agent monitoring a patient's vital signs during a complex surgery. It could analyze the data in real time, alerting the surgical team to any subtle changes or potential complications. Changes that might not be immediately obvious to the human eye.
It's like having an extra set of highly trained eyes constantly monitoring the patient's well-being. Would it also be able to offer suggestions or guidance to the surgeon based on its analysis?
Absolutely. The AI could draw on a vast database of medical knowledge and past surgical cases to suggest adjustments to the procedure, potentially improving outcomes and reducing risks. It could even predict potential complications before they arise, giving the surgical team time to prepare.
That level of precision and foresight could be revolutionary, but it also brings up ethical considerations. How do we ensure patient comfort and trust when AI is playing such an active role in their care?
Transparency and education are key. Patients need to understand how these AI agents work, what data they are using, and how their recommendations are being factored into the surgeon's decisions. It's also crucial to emphasize that the surgeon remains in control. Using the AI is a powerful tool to augment their expertise, not replace it.
It's fascinating to think about how this kind of human-AI collaboration could transform healthcare. Shifting gears a bit, let's consider the financial industry. We've already touched on customized AI, but I'm curious about how open source AI might impact this sector.
Open source AI has the potential to, level the playing field in finance. Smaller institutions could leverage these readily available, powerful AI models without the need to invest heavily in developing their own from scratch. This could lead to greater innovation and competition, ultimately benefiting consumers with better products and services.
It's like giving startups and smaller firms access to the same cutting-edge tools that were previously only available to financial giants. But couldn't this openness also pose security risks? The financial industry handles extremely sensitive data and is a prime target for cyber attacks.
Yeah, that's a valid concern. Open source code is inherently more transparent, making it easier to spot vulnerabilities. However, this transparency can also be a strength. When vulnerabilities are identified, the open source community can quickly collaborate to find solutions and patch those security holes.
So it's a matter of balancing the benefits of open access with robust security measures and constant vigilance.
Exactly. Financial institutions need to be proactive about cybersecurity, ensuring any open source AI solutions they implement are rigorously vetted and constantly monitored for potential threats.
Another industry that seems ripe for AI disruption is transportation. Self-driving cars have been in development for years. But how do these emerging AI trends like multimodal and agentic AI fit into the equation?
Multimodal AI is crucial for self-driving cars to truly understand their surroundings. They need to process information from cameras, LiDAR, radar, and other sensors to navigate safely and efficiently. It's about going beyond just recognizing objects to actually interpreting their behavior and predicting their movements.
It's like giving the car a highly sophisticated perception of its environment, almost like a human driver, but with even greater processing power. Where does agentic AI come in?
Agentic AI could take self-driving cars to the next level. Imagine an AI agent that not only navigates the car, but also interacts with passengers, adjusts the route based on real-time traffic conditions, and even makes decisions about charging or refueling. It's about creating a personalized and seamless transportation experience.
Wow, that sounds incredibly convenient. But I have to ask, are we really at a point where we can trust AI agents to make life or death decisions on the road?
That's the ultimate question. And the answer lies in rigorous testing and validation. These AI agents need to be trained on massive amounts of data, exposed to all kinds of scenarios, and constantly evaluated to ensure they can make safe and reliable decisions, even in the most unexpected situations.
And beyond the technical aspects, there are significant legal and ethical questions to consider. Who's responsible if a self-driving car, guided by an AI agent, is involved in an accident?
Those are complex questions that society as a whole needs to address. Lawmakers, ethicists, and technologists need to collaborate to create a framework for accountability and responsibility in this new era of autonomous transportation.
Zooming out a bit, it's important to consider the broader societal implications of these AI trends. One concern that's often raised is the potential for job displacement. As AI becomes more capable, could it automate away entire professions?
Yeah, it's a valid concern that needs to be addressed proactively. While some jobs will inevitably be automated, AI also has the potential to create new roles and industries we can't even imagine yet. It's not about AI replacing humans, but rather about humans and AI working together in new and innovative ways.
So it's about adapting and evolving alongside AI, focusing on skills that complement its capabilities rather than competing with them. How does this shift impact the way we think about education and preparing future generations for this AI-driven world?
Well, we need to rethink education, focusing on skills that are uniquely human and less likely to be automated. Critical thinking, problem solving, creativity, emotional intelligence, these are the skills that will be in high demand in an AI-powered workforce.
It's about nurturing those human qualities that set us apart and teaching students how to leverage AI as a powerful tool rather than fearing it as a threat.
Exactly. We need to equip future generations with the knowledge and skills to understand AI, to question its outputs, and to make informed decisions about its use. It's about empowering them to be active participants in shaping this new technological landscape.
This brings us back to the crucial importance of ethics and responsibility in AI development. How do we ensure that AI is aligned with our values and used for the benefit of humanity?
It's a complex issue with no easy answers. Open and honest dialogue is essential, involving everyone from AI researchers and developers to policymakers and the general public. We need to discuss the potential benefits and risks, consider diverse perspectives, and work together to establish guidelines and regulations. Regulations that promote responsible AI development and use.
It's about fostering a collective sense of responsibility and ensuring that AI serves as a tool for progress, not a source of societal division or harm.
Yeah, it's about recognizing that the future of AI is not predetermined. It's up to us as a society to shape its trajectory and guide its development in a way that aligns with our values and aspirations.
Now, let's circle back to the specific trends we discussed earlier. Do you see these trends interacting with and influencing each other in any significant ways?
I think we'll see a convergence of these trends, with each amplifying the impact of the others. Multimodal AI could make agentic AI even more powerful by providing those AI agents with a richer understanding of the world, enabling them to make more nuanced and informed decisions.
And open source AI could accelerate the development and adoption of both multimodal and agentic AI by making those technologies more accessible to a wider range of innovators and developers.
Precisely. As AI becomes more capable and integrated into our lives, the need for customized AI solutions will likely increase, allowing businesses and individuals to tailor these powerful technologies to their specific needs and goals.
But all of this development and integration will need to happen within the framework of evolving regulations and ethical considerations, ensuring that AI remains a force for good.
Absolutely. It's a dynamic and complex landscape, requiring ongoing dialogue, collaboration, and adaptability as these trends continue to unfold. We are entering an uncharted territory, and the journey ahead will be filled with both incredible opportunities and unforeseen challenges.
It's an exciting time to be witnessing the evolution of AI and its transformative impact on our world. What are your thoughts on the trend of retrieval augmented generation, or RAG? It seems like this could play a key role in addressing those concerns about AI hallucinations that we talked about earlier.
RAG is really fascinating. It basically acts as like a fact-checking mechanism for AI, instead of generating responses based only on its internal training data, which can lead to those hallucinations like we talked about. RA allows AI to access and utilize external information sources. So it means AI can pull in relevant data from the real world to ground its responses in verifiable facts and figures, making it much more reliable for tasks that require a high degree of accuracy.
So it's like giving AI the ability to do its own research, and cite its sources. So does it mean we can finally trust AI to provide accurate information without, having to double-check everything?
Well, while R is a significant step towards making AI more reliable, it's important to remember that no technology is foolproof, right? It's still crucial to approach AI-generated information with a critical eye, especially in high-stakes situations. However, RR does offer a promising path towards building more trustworthy AI systems.
As we've discussed, the rise of AI also presents challenges in terms of security and ethical considerations. What steps can organizations take to, mitigate these risks while still harnessing the incredible potential of this technology?
One crucial step is to establish clear guidelines and frameworks for responsible AI development and use. This means addressing data privacy concerns, ensuring algorithms are free from bias, and anticipating potential misuse. It's not just about building cool AI systems, it's about building them responsibly.
So it sounds like a proactive approach is really essential. Instead of waiting for problems to arise, organizations need to build ethical considerations into the very fabric of their AI development processes.
Absolutely. We need to shift from a reactive to a proactive mindset, anticipating potential pitfalls and designing AI systems that align with our values from the ground up.
What about the role of government and regulation? How can policymakers ensure that AI is used for the benefit of society and not to its detriment?
It's a complex challenge that requires, thoughtful and adaptable regulations. We need a balanced approach that encourages innovation while also protecting individuals and society from potential harm. This might involve creating standards for data privacy, algorithmic transparency, and accountability in AI development.
So it's about finding that sweet spot between fostering progress and safeguarding against unintended consequences. As AI continues to evolve at such a rapid pace, how can we ensure that regulations, keep up and remain relevant?
It requires ongoing dialogue and collaboration between policymakers, industry experts, and the public. Regulations need to be flexible enough to adapt to the evolving nature of AI, striking a balance between promoting innovation and mitigating risk.
As we wrap up our deep dive into the top AI and machine learning trends for 2024, what's the key takeaway for our listeners?
Well, I think the key takeaway is that AI is no longer a futuristic concept. It's here, it's evolving rapidly, and it's transforming our world in profound ways. Whether we realize it or not, AI is already influencing our lives, from the recommendations we see online to the way we interact with our smartphones.
And as AI continues to advance, it's crucial for all of us, regardless of our technical background, to understand its implications and actively participate in shaping its development and use. We can't afford to be passive bystanders in this technological revolution.
Yeah, it's a call to action for everyone to become informed and engaged citizens in this, exciting and transformative era of intelligent machines. The future of AI is not predetermined. It's up to us to shape it in a way that benefits humanity.
Yes, that's a really powerful message to end on. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI. We hope you found it informative, thought-provoking, and maybe even a little bit inspiring. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep learning.
Sound the alarm. I'm coming up. We'll have a ball. I'm sweet like a buttercup. You're a Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall. Won't stop till I get enough.